Hi everybody and welcome to a Star Wars Legion Republic starter box unboxing. So this just arrived today. Contains the actual starter box as well as a little bit of extra stuff I ordered because I have some ideas on how to build some of these guys. I think this is just a really nice starter box for the value that you get. Right, there we have it. Some building supplies that we're gonna need. You can recommend this extra thin plastic glue. We have the Separatist Alliance unit card pack. We'll get to that in a moment. A little bit of tufts for nice scenery. Masking tape, because these guys are not alone. They're also gonna get some reinforcements, and for that I think it will be very nice to use this masking tape. Some green putty, green stuff. I want to use this for the ARF troopers, more on that in a moment. A modeling tool for the putty. And then we have here the star of the show, the actual starter box. Let me get that out here. All right, let's have a better view on this. Obi-Wan fighting with his ARF. Are the ARF troopers there? Yeah, here on the left, ARF troopers, the Jedi support, I guess you can add that to different troops, as well as some ARC troopers and regular clones. So as you know, you can build the clones in phase 1 or phase 2 with different head options. And this one's already quite nice. It points at, this box is multilingual, so you can actually play it in like German here, or you can have it in English, like here, the text on the back is all in English. And this is just what is contained in the box. So we got the ARF troopers. Here, yeah, ARF troopers, here the ARC troopers. 22 clone troopers, a new sculpt for Obi-Wan, as well as the Jedi Guardian. And it's quite nice that the Obi-Wan is now in hard plastic, because I have the old starter box here, and there it's just there he is in glorious soft plastic. So, but I think what I liked about the soft plastic one is that it had the clone armor, and this one is just Jedi robes. All right, let's crack it open. So, 3 shortcuts here. Oops. And we can see all of these starter boxes. Oh, it's kind of sticking here to some of the sprue. All the starter boxes come with a selection of dice, which is quite nice. So the second you have like 2 starter boxes, you have enough dice for the game. Not gonna keep you waiting, of course. Because I kind of like this. When the core is shown immediately, here the sprues, we'll open them up in a second. What can we see already? I think these are the clones. This is some... this is the Jedi with the cape. Okay, we get to that in a moment. Then we have here the cards. And so the nice thing, or I guess it's a bit overkill in a way, but this is one of the changes that AMG did. So as I mentioned, this is now a multilingual set. So actually you get these card packs. They are exactly identical, with the exception that they are, yeah, this one is German, for example. Obi-Wan Kenobi, zivilisierter Krieger, a Truppler. So you can play it in German. Then of course you have here the English version. You have the Trooper, Civilized Warrior, quite nice. Now I'm out of languages, so I guess this is of my own languages. I guess this is French. So no idea how to pronounce this. Courier Eclair or something like that. And then you have, I think, Spanish, Jurero, Civilizado. I guess, sorry for butchering your languages. In all of these 4 languages, you have like a quick overview. This is French and Spanish, and this one is English and German, I guess. So you have, you have some ideas on how to start playing a starter game. So if you have 2 boxes, basically, they suggest you with a certain list that you can start with, and actually some battle cards. Then we have tokens, and what's new here is this points tracker that is basically included here. We need to open this up carefully. I have heard that some people were worried about this plastic not coming off properly, but I know this already, so spoilers. I have the Separatists starter pack as well, and I know that it comes off quite nice. So as you can see, there's not really anything left. Oh, it's already coming out. So this is the nice order thingy. And then you have tons of the new tokens. I think they're double-sided, all of them. Yeah, so for example here, suppression tokens at number 2 there as well. This is maybe nice. I think these are Zeolets. So if you're not sure what the outlines are of a unit that you're trying to hit, I think you can use this, if I remember correctly. And then you have here the order tokens. So these are generic ones. So they are exactly the same in this set here. Yeah, as you can see. Oh, sorry, already butchered this. But here in the Separatist Alliance starter pack, yeah, there you go. Exactly the same. So no longer you have faction-specific order tokens. I guess they're just generic ones. So you have to. I mean, you will be able to distinguish the units anyhow. If I read first, so if you go into this one here on the QR code, you get to the building instructions. Also in different languages, but the building instructions, they're just pictures, so nothing too fancy there. And then there are some supplies here. So these are the bases for the different units. As you can see in the Republic starter box, it's all troops. Oops, all troops. So tons of bases for this. You have your measurement tools for movement. And then you have also the measurement tools for shooting, I guess, mostly. So next up, I will be showing both the sprues and the cards, the English version, and sorry, also here. And this, where do I put it here? Don't forget about the die. All right, and I will make a little bit of space here, so I'll be with you in a second. By the way, I said before that these starter boxes, they are multilingual, but the card packs, they are actually just one language. So keep that in mind if you're trying to get the card packs as well. All right, let's get to the heart of it, the sprues. Try to make this a little bit here. Oh. And as it happens, for me, there's a little bit something that went off. So I guess I need to, pretty obvious. This is the Jedi hat, the hood that you can put onto the Jedi. So I need to take care that this one doesn't get lost in a second, so in case you have it left over, I guess you can try to put it on the obi. It doesn't quite fit. That's the new Obi-Wan. Oh, sorry for about all the background. I'm trying to turn it around. So you get Obi. I guess he has some nice new base. That's new. So he has a little bit of stuff on the base. So you don't need to do all the basing. There's a little bit of extra here. I guess it's destroyed B1 battle droid. Nice. So Obi is jumping off of this. These are the regular clone troopers. Yeah, you can kind of maybe see it a little bit here, the heads, the two head options. So you have here the phase 2 clone trooper. And then on here on the bottom, you have, here you have like the phase 1. And it gives a little bit this 3D effect here because it's all the same sprue. So like just like in the factory. Well, actually this would be more fitting for the droids. The clone troopers are always about just like in the simulations. So that's the clone troopers. So these are your heavy weapon options. So I guess you have the Z6 blaster. Focus. There you go. Very nice. What do we have here? I think this is the ARF troopers. You can see here one of the ARF trooper heads and some of these. I think it's DC-15 rifles, if I'm correct. Here's options for the ARF troopers. Yeah, you can see these are the sprues. All of the ARF troopers are included here. Also heavy weapon here. I think you can see it on the, if I take the box here next to it, we just had a look at this guy. Then you have here the ARF troopers with the different types of battle rifles. Here you have, that's pretty obvious. I think that's part of the Jedi Guardian. And you probably, more ARF troopers here as well, because they can go together. More base options. And somewhere there should be the head of the Jedi. There's definitely some lightsaber options. Here you have, I guess, the option to also run in maybe with 2 lightsabers. And there's a double-sided lightsaber. That's also an ARF trooper. Where's the Jedi Guardian head, though? Ah, here. You can see. Yeah, A12, that's the head. One of the heads. I'm not quite sure if he has several head options. It's the only one I see right now. These are ARC troopers. And I wonder if they are assembled differently than the old ARC troopers. The old ARC troopers already were in hard plastic. And I made them look a little bit, just from the core, now from the old sets, from the old Legion, I made them look a little bit like the Umbra operatives, but in red. Actually, I guess these are the Bad Batch colors in a way, but I like ARCs more than Bad Batch, so I use this one. There's maybe some special guy. Look again in the art. Is it the leader, maybe? This might be the leader, yeah. Here's the leader. This looks like, I think we had this one before. Where is it? Yeah, so we had this sprue already. More of the clone troopers. And then finally, the last sprue is this one here. And that looks like it's also part of the ARC troopers. Is it a duplicate of the one before? No, it's a different type. You see, this is one of the ARC trooper sprues. And this one is the other one. All right. There we have it. Quite a bit of assembling to do. But it will be very nice. For now, I only have the old soft plastic clone troopers, except for the ARCs. And I think it will be quite nice to build them up all in hard plastic now. I originally was building only phase 1 clone troopers, but now it feels like this is the new phase of Legion. It's like the support is arriving, the cavalry is here. So I think I will be building my clones, the hard plastic ones, in phase 2. So these are the reinforcements coming in. I will be removing the sprues here, and then we have a look at the cards. So we're already greeted by Obi-Wan. And we can have a look in a moment to compare a little bit with this set. I mean, you can also go into on the AMG website and you see the differences between these sets. But one thing I noticed about this set, I thought I get this one here first. to use with my clone, with the clone starter pack that I still had. But I realized Obi-Wan is actually not in here. I think it's in the command card pack. So there you have it. We have Obi-Wan with new key art, all his, oh, it looks quite nice. What's that? Venator crashing, or is it a droid ship? Yeah, super nice art. A word about these points. I know for the Clone Marksman, that just came out and they, AMG sent out a notice that they had to change the point values already. So the printed cards now have the wrong value. I think these ones are fine from the starter pack for now. But I always suggest going on to something like 5th Trooper or so, build up your army list, and you can forget about the point costs on the cards, to be honest. All right, what else? We have 2 types, yeah, 2 troops of clone infantry. So from the box set, it says we got 22 clone troopers, and originally there only are 4 of them per troop. So of course, I think we get to this in a moment. You can put some extra upgrade cards into this and make this into the new bigger unit, which is one of the big new things for Legion. I don't know how to call it, Legion Phase 2, maybe. Then we have ARC Troopers. We have first normal regular ARC Troopers, 4 per unit, and then you have the Strike Team, and I think you always have to put another one, if I remember correctly, but it's been a while. Oh, look at this key art, so nice. They removed the jetpacks, but I think that's okay. What do we have here? Going out of the LUT. Well, actually, that's a bit of a pet peeve. I understand the LUT is too large for Legion probably, but I still would like to have it. The LUT LE is just not the same. This is the iconic one, very nice. And they also put it here on the key art because they know. ARC Troopers, so there we have it. They have Observe 2, Scout 1, low profile and unhindered. And one of the things, that's actually one of the reasons for these guys. I got the green stuff because I want to make them some capes. I got this idea from a video from Eons of Battle. They did that, I think, for their Imperial Scout Troopers. And I want to make these guys sneaky. I want to give them some kind of like capes or ponchos, I guess. Put a little bit of stuff onto it so they are like the sneaky guys. So maybe I paint them a little bit different than just a plain white. But if you get them yourself, it's up to you what you do with that. All right. We have here the units. I think that's already all of them. Maybe I place them like this here. So you have Obi. Can you see it there? Nice. All of them are here. Because now we can look a little bit onto the upgrade cards. So for the clone trooper infantry, you can add a single set 6 clone trooper in miniature. So excuse me because I only have the old box assembled. But I guess this would be like adding this guy here. Big gun, 6 white dice. All right, and you can do this for both for both units. Then you can add a DP23 clone trooper miniature. A DP23. I'm not quite sure which one that is. I need to check again. Maybe the key art tells me. Yeah, it's this guy, I think, if I can get him into the camera. Oh, that's difficult. Sorry, this guy here. And then this is the nice thing. So you have 5 clone troopers that you can add to a unit. So let's see. As you can see, we have here the upgrades. So you can add to the 4, you can add 5 additional one, and then 1 more heavy weapon, for example. So what's that? You have 10 people in the unit. You get this twice as well. DC 15 for the ARC Troopers. So unfortunately, again, only the old models here. We'll see how in the future how the new ones look like. But DC 15 here, nice long range option sniper rifle, and you can add this in both. Then ARF Troopers. So you can add the RPS 6 to the ARF Troopers. I think cumbersome, yeah, that's probably the rocket launcher. You can also choose to add 2 ARF Trooper miniatures instead. Actually, I'm missing one person here. I guess he doesn't have its own card. Here he is. Add the Jedi Guardian 2 clone troopers. So that's quite nice. So you can add like a custom, or like I guess a generic Jedi Guardian to your troops. That's super nice. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. Then there are some cards, or one card that is applicable for Obi-Wan. So Force Guidance, Concussion Grenades, Recon Intel, and Offensive Push is included here. Then you have your command cards. You start with the fastest in terms of initiative. You can order a vehicle unit. Well, actually, I guess that's quite nice because it doesn't come in the starter box. So a good timing here. I recently got from the old Legion box this nice TX-130 tank. I think the original plan is that this one will be, the rebranded version will be released in Q4 this year, but I think there were some delays due to, I'm actually not quite sure, tariffs, I guess, probably, like everything. Then you can have here air support. Attack of the Clones, quite thematic. Oh, look at this key art, so nice. Faces one, maybe do I really want to have phase 2s? Yeah, I should stick with it. I think it's a good idea still, but man, this phase 1 clone troopers looks so good. I love these guys, shinies. Then you have your really thematic hello there, knowledge and defense, Obi-Wan, General Kenobi. Wow, they fit together so nice. I really like this, that they make these kind of command cards. They're so thematic because of course you can have Grievous then showing up in these. And Obi-Wan is like, hello there. And he's like, you know. I mean, you have watched the movies, obviously. Otherwise, I assume we wouldn't be here. Okay, what else do we have? An ambush card, a push card, assault card, and standing orders. So these are the default ones. Then we have here some cards for the prep of the game, advanced intel, cunning deployment, fortified position. And I think one thing that's interesting, the way they want you to arrange this is around this one here. So I think the green cards would then be slotted into here, and the orange one up here, and then the dark red or brown one up here, which is like a battle plan. Fortified position, garrison, ordnance, strafing run, and then you have here shifting priorities. One thing I notice here, let's check, yeah. So these starter games, they are enough for 600 points. But these battle plans, you only get them for the big game here. And for the 600 points ones, you actually need to download the Recon Playstyle guide, I guess, that contains this print and play cards. So this is something I would like to see in a future update, maybe. Okay, shifting priorities, recover and research, intercept signals, breakthrough. I'm just going to go through this quickly. I mean, you can all see these online anyhow if you're interested in the actual text that's on there. And those are your cards. And that's actually already all that is, or already, it's quite a bit. That is all there is in the new Star Wars Legion Republic starter set. Did I miss anything? No, the box is empty. Completely empty now. And maybe now, as a little bonus, the Republic card pack. Just a little bit of a comparison. I'm not going to go through all of them. Just to see what is in the starter pack compared to this one. For example, here you have the Saber class tank in the unit card pack. So that is not included in the starter pack. As you can see, it's like so many cards and still no Obi-Wan. I guess they had to cut it somewhere. It's like they put Obi-Wan into command cards, I think, in the pack. I don't have it, but yeah. Anyhow, he's included in all the starter boxes. So yeah. And there's some upgrades. I already pre-sorted this a little bit. If you have the old starter set, so maybe it might be interesting to you that also here there's the Bark Speeder included. Then you have 2 more Clone Trooper infantry troops. Also ARC troopers are included. So yeah, and I think these are all the units. You have the Bark Iron Gunner, And some more options. Yeah. So enough to, for example, if you have the old starter set, if you get, sorry, not the starter set, but the Clone Wars core box that came with Separatists and Clone Army, Republic Army, you might want to think about getting this card pack, but then be aware that like the heroes, they are not included in this one, just the troops. There's also the AT-RT, Wookiees, sorry, just quickly going through this, and some of the other vehicles. So most of the troops and vehicles should be included there, including clone commandos. It's also nice if you, I don't know, buy some stuff off of eBay, like I did with the tank, because I was impatient. I wanted to have it immediately. Then it's nice to get this card pack. And also if a big army or something left over. I only had the clone core box, so it was relatively little needed now. Pike Syndicate is included in here too. This may be interesting. So they're then part of this Republic pack, as well as the Swoop Bite Raiders, Pike Syndicate Capo, tons of upgrades. Just quickly going through it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, for taking the time. If you have any questions to the starter pack or also to these unit card packs, I have them now for Separatists and the Clone Army, Grand Army of the Republic, and I also have the Separatist Alliance starter pack. In case you have any questions, let me know. Because there are some nice little details. Like I'm in the process of assembling these B1s. And they are so much nicer to build than the ones that came in the old core box. They added like the sprues are different. I mean, they look the same, right? But the way they structure the sprues, like you have you're assembling, for example, here on this line, it's much easier to build them than in the old version. It's quite nice. So overall, I think quite a lot of updates. And I think that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching again, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.